Virgo, I am Jamie Dawn, your evolutionary revolutionary astrologer, bringing you your December 2021 horoscope. And we are looking at if you have your sun, moon, or rising sign in the sign of Virgo. I'm placing it on the first house. And that means that we have the beginning of the month, Neptune is direct on December 1st in Pisces, that's your seventh house. And then on December 2nd, the moon and Mars will be canoodling in Scorpio, activating your third house and making a trine to Neptune, now being direct. I have a feeling that there's going to be some things that show up with partnership, relationships, and the communication, the things you're learning about yourself, maybe that you're learning about someone else. You may be driven to go online and start dating if you're single, or if you're in a bonded relationship that is healthy and strong, that you and your partner have a chance to talk about some deeper stuff. And now it starts to make sense. Really trust your intuitive nature. Trust that your body doesn't lie and that you'll have a chance to be able to express yourself. You may be driven here. I know that with Mars and the moon canoodling, things can be very intense. So you may feel like you're crawling out of your own skin and having a conversation with somebody in particular. Now, some of you Virgos are cleaning up the past. You are anchoring and securing your foundation, your roots, so that you can feel really solid. You can feel like you have the freedom to be able to create whatever experience you want in your everyday home life so that you can express yourself more freely. You can do the things that you do really well, which is be of great service, which is give your thoughts and ideas and organize them in a way that helps others make sense of it, that adds value. Now, the reason I'm pointing to this foundation is because we have a new moon eclipse. It's the last one in Sagittarius Gemini, activating that fourth house of yours. And so what this is telling me is that, especially because it's the last of these two signs, that there could be some new realizations, being a new moon, on certain things that you've outgrown. Maybe it's literally moving houses because you've outgrown the current one you're in. Now, outgrowing could be physical, where let's say you get married and you moved into your spouse's home, or it could be that you've outgrown the old belief systems that you've held about yourself, maybe when you were a kid. Maybe there were some things that your parents projected onto you, or people in authority were trying to tell you who you are. And you're looking at this and you're going, wait a minute, no, I'm a grown-ass man or woman. I have the ability to be able to make my own choices and my own decisions, and I get to do it in a way that is right for me. And nobody else can tell you what's right for you but you. This new moon eclipse gives you a chance also to look at maybe ways in which you want to expand your horizons by having this strong, freedom, loving, optimistic home life. And that this can be a really powerful, motivating time where you take the initiative to change course and move a whole new direction with, hey, I've established myself. This is my space. This is my home. This is my belief system. And I'm ready to now maybe leave my role at work, or because I have that solid foundation, or maybe there's a toxic relationship that I've been in that it's time for me to finally let it go because I feel so secure within who I am. It also can be that maybe you're single looking for love, that this is an opportunity for you to say, you know what, I love myself so much that I'm ready now to finally attract that partner who will reflect that to me. I would say too that some of you, and this is a very few of you, but some of you may be taking a course in relationships. On maybe you work in the psychological realm and you want to work with, say, dating and family and marriage and that sort of thing. It can also be that you're looking at ways in which, if you work in, say, the healthcare industry, that you want to bring relationships together. So maybe you're helping others who are, if you, for example, this is very specific, but let's say you work in a hospital and, you know, with COVID, people haven't been able to be together or visit loved ones and that sort of thing. And that now that some restrictions can start to get lifted and there's a little bit more leeway than before, that now you can bring people together, and that helps you feel good. Now, on a personal note, on a romantic note, this can also be an indication where you're really focused on relationship, on partnership, and you're driven to connect and to meet. Now, here's the caveat. Venus is going to retrograde on the 19th of this month. She's in shadow. She's in Capricorn. So she's taking things very seriously. And she's going to be making a canoodling with Pluto in your fifth house of love, romance. And when I say love and romance, it's more of that casual dating. It's the what gives you pleasure. That isn't to say that if you're in a serious relationship that you aren't taking it seriously, because with Capricorn here, you are. You're going to take dating very seriously. And you're very clear about the type of person that you want to date. And you may be taking on a new, more mature approach to it. And the reason I'm saying the caveat of Venus being retrograde is that we really don't want to start new relationships during that time, because it has a way of clouding our judgment. When Venus, or any personal planet, moves retrograde, it makes it more personal, it makes it more internal. And so what she's going to invite you to do is to really do the personal work. What value do I hold? What gives me pleasure? What values give me pleasure? How do I express that? And then with Pluto here, there's an extra dose of facing fears. Maybe I'm afraid to put myself out there. Maybe I'm shy. I know Virgo can tend to have some shy aspects to it. And so maybe that's part of what you're working with, is that you just may feel more internal and it's harder for you to maybe connect or to put yourself out there. At the same time, if for some reason you do meet someone and they just get your jets going, take your time. Remember, not everything is as it appears to be when planets are retrograde. And so it gives you a chance to be able to talk about what you value most, what they value, how do they line up. This fifth house makes a natural trine to your first house. So it does make you very attractive. And it also, with the Venus and Pluto canoodling, could hopefully make you feel very powerful. The thing that you want to work with Pluto is it does bring out our shadow. And so it's a great opportunity for you to do that deeper shadow work, maybe having and drawing somebody into your life that supports you through it, that allows you to see this as an opportunity for integration. Mars enters your fourth house in Sagittarius, and Mercury enters Capricorn the same day on the 13th. And so this also gives you more of that push or drive to put some plans in place of, if I was in a even better relationship, let's just say those of you who are single or you're not in a great relationship, this gives you a time to put a plan together to get out of whatever was keeping you stuck and build something new. And you'll find that the power comes from you knowing who you are, believing in yourself. It's the believe it, then see it opportunity. Go back to the bonded Virgos. If you're in a bonded relationship that seems to be okay, what you may use this Mars and Mercury transition time is to put some bigger plans in place and start talking with each other about, hey, if we want to make a move in the next year, what items do we need to check off our list, or what do we need to put on our list? What phone calls do we need to make? What do we need to look at as far as work is concerned? How do we support ourselves? All of that energy may come into being during this time. As I mentioned, Venus retrogrades on the 19th. So shortly after Mars and Mercury make their move, Venus will be stationed and retrograding right at the full moon of Sagittarius, further activating that 4th and 10th house, allowing you to look at ways in which you can build a greater foundation so that you and your partner, or you and yourself and your reputation, can shine. And what you may be doing is getting rid of any false beliefs or any sort of rose-colored glasses or anything that you may have felt just wasn't moving forward, that now it can. Even with Venus moving retrograde, because what she can do is she can bring you back to some resources, some ideas, some people, connections. If you've been building good relationships, strategic partnerships, you'll find that people will go out of their way to help you this time, instead of you being the one that's always helping others. Do also keep in mind that when Venus is retrograde, relationships from the past, money, situations from the past come back, and they're there to be revisited, to heal, to have clarity. Finalization can often happen during this time. Doesn't always mean that you'll get back with somebody, but it could. There's a few of you Virgos that may get back with somebody that you dated casually, that now, because again, Venus is canoodling with Pluto in your fifth house, now you may say, okay, we can take a different approach to this, but something that's more mature, something that can transform both of us, because Pluto is about transformation and change. Winter solstice happens on the 21st. That means the sun is now going to be in Capricorn, further activating this fifth house, turning more of your attention towards romance, children, how you're, maybe a lot of you are adults that have been divorced or are going through one, you have children. So you're going to be considering that. And you take that approach of like, okay, we have a plan in place, me and this person I'm dating, or somebody that we've become exclusive, whatever. Now, how do our future plans affect our children? Or how do they affect my child, whatever it might be? And so you're going to be considering that when you're looking at it from a relationship standpoint, even financially. Do I invest in this? One other thing that you may do, because it is the holiday season, you may travel a little bit. You may decide that it's time for you to get out and have a little bit more fun, or to maybe make some gifts for those that you love. You're very creative. And I would say that the second half of December, you may be very busy, creating all kinds of beautiful packaging and gifts that you can give others and that sort of thing. And of course, Venus and Pluto will continue to canoodle, but makes it more exact around the 25th, 26th, which is Christmas, if you celebrate that or observe it. But regardless, it's around that time that there can be some really deep and profound healing that takes place, so that you can truly move forward into the new calendar year. And the healing can come because of a new connection, or it can come because you really have resolved your past, you've accepted it fully, and you now can celebrate not only somebody else's happiness, but your own, because you deserve it. December 29th, Jupiter re-enters Pisces. It entered Pisces in May of this year. It's going to, and then it retrograded in July into Aquarius. So now Jupiter will move back into Pisces, further activating that seventh house of yours of relationships. So it's going to expand more of the opportunity for you to be able to build partnership, to have hope and faith in partnership. You may be drawn to a teacher. Maybe you're perfectly fine when it comes to all the romantic side of things around relationship, and you're looking for ways to expand your business, or you're looking for ways to expand maybe your view of yourself or of the world, and you can draw a partner to you, you can draw a teacher to you, one that allows you to have more opportunity to be able to get things moving in a bigger direction. Now, on a practical note, some of you Virgos are going to bring in more clients during this time when Jupiter is moving through Pisces. You'll be able to have more contracts that you get to sign, and you have more opportunities that let you say, I really do have hope and faith in where my future is going, as long as I can continue to be of great service. And I think that's the thing, is that when you're looking at it from the bigger picture, continue to make in the moment immediate decisions based on what you value most, and then you can sleep at night. And that's why it's important to use this part of December with Venus retrograding in Capricorn, really taking it seriously, your values and your decisions, and what gives you joy and what helps you express yourself in your own unique way. And I think if you can do that, you find that it's easier for you to say no to those who don't line up with it. And remember that sometimes saying no is also saying yes. All right, Virgo, I really hope that this helps. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, and come find me at jamiedawn.com. I look forward to connecting with you. Have a great month.